Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RangerRob Country Living Podcast. Yes, this is episode 91. I want to welcome you guys to the show. I want to remind anybody who's watching, this is live right now. And please feel free to make comments in the chat area, and we'll try to respond to you guys' quotes and questions, and depending how that goes. If you catch this later on after it's been recorded, we still like to see your comments, so please leave comments. This is also a audio podcast, so if you listen to audio's podcast when you're jogging, doing all your exercises, and riding your bike, just go to in search area, put RangerRob Country Living Podcast, and put us in your favorites, and you can listen to all 91 episodes. And let's see, we got the full house today. So we got John Pearson today from Pearson's Apple Farm. We got good old Rev from North Carolina. Yes, sir, Bob. And then J&D Pig Homestead, Debbie and John. They're here today. And we're going to be talking a little bit about kind of the challenges of actually it's been kind of challenging this fall and almost everything we've been doing. Anyway, so that's the general theme today. I want to tell you before I get started is don't ever go RVing with Debbie and John.
Oh my God.
It's taken us forever to get our RV ready to go. We all summer preparing it, getting locked up, and we finally go camping and get our RV, and we meet them over there. And after a day or two, we came up, and the last time we came back to the campsite, everybody was leaving. It's like, and we never did even see her parents, and barely saw me. And then at nighttime, we would get out. After dinner, we would go out and see if we can catch them at the campfire, like around 7 o'clock in the evening.
After we all went in,
they all left and went to bed.
It was too damn cold. It was 15 degrees out, and we were out there until almost 8.
Sure.
That's what you get for coming over after we go in.
Yeah, most people stay up till like at least 9 o'clock.
We were inside. We didn't go to bed.
And then, so we walked out on the roads. We kind of looked at all the RVs. They kind of didn't look very well lit up in people's faces or anything. So, like, all right, let's go back.
Yeah,
so we watched the movie.
We did shut the curtains because to keep it warm in there. But yeah, it was 15 degrees. Like, that's bullshit.
So basically, we know what the quote was on the whole trip was, "The hell with the Scribners." We're hiding in our RV.
Let's reverse that. We waited all day Saturday for you guys to come back from going to check the pigs
and take a shower and go out to breakfast.
Yep.
Now go figure it out.
And we come back, and all of them were packed up and leaving, leaving us alone in the RV park.
It was no fun just sitting in your trailer the whole time. We couldn't go hiking. We couldn't do anything. It was too damn cold.
So
you'll know not to go the last day of the season, okay? We'll go before that.
So the RV trip was actually it was successful for us to be able to get out and check our systems on the RV. But as far as any activities, it was it was kind of getting ridiculous because it was pretty cold.
Yeah.
So that's how the RV trip went.
In fact, Mike couldn't even dump his trailer. It froze. he says it was froze right there at the valve for the dark.
Yeah, and Rosie decides to have her babies when it's 15 degrees out.
Yeah. We lucked out. We got a little bit warmer weather when we got our babies, but it's been a rough so during this time during the RV trip, Debbie and John also their pig had some piglets, which caught them off guard because they were going, RVing, and then in the mornings and the evenings, they're going home to feed the pigs and come back and find out Rosie had her piglets. So I imagine I made the RV trip I made the RV trip probably difficult on their part because, between taking care of your parents and also RVing and knowing you have piglets at home and it was cold out. And anyway, yeah, so it was a rough trip.
It was. Yeah,
sounds like it.
She had 11 babies and we lost 4 because of the cold.
I was just
one
telling
of them
John,
wasn't doing good. The one I took it to the doctor's office with me because it was like lifeless and I was trying to save it. And the next night she wandered outside with her mom and couldn't find her way back in. And I found her out by the water.
Yeah, so
we did end up losing 4.
So the pig breeding has been a real rough for all of us. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
John can't see the comment. Let me put it up
Hi,
on the
Mama.
screen. Yeah, so we got a total of 8 when we were fortunate to get 8, and they're all were no sicknesses and no stillborns or anything, but they're small. And halfway through her delivery, she stopped delivering, and yet she hasn't delivered the placenta or anything. She had a breech. So we kind of had to go out there and kind of, we got our little pom-poms out like cheerleaders. Come on, Penny, push. Anyway, and suddenly 3 more came out at the end, and they all survived. But since then, she has not been a very good mama. She's a kind of a skittish pig. So she has laid on 3 of our piglets since yesterday and today, and we have lost 3 piglets just from being laid on and suffocated. And it's been frustrating. She's kind of an antsy pig, and I can't say she's a bad mama, but she's impatient. I don't think she, like my pigs in the past, they always kind of looked around a little more and kind of made it clear that she was getting ready to lay down. And and it drives you crazy in this office because I have the monitors off to my side, so I can watch her come in and I see her lay down, and I got to run out there really quick and go save a piglet because she's laying on it. Anyway, so we're down 5. We got 8 total, and we're hanging in there doing the best we can. But all my other pigs, they're breeding right now. So if this doesn't work out, at least my good pigs I had last year will get another shot at it. And so when early spring comes along, I'll have some, hopefully a whole new batch. But she's been a tough one to watch, as she's not. I'm not familiar with her because she wasn't originally our pig. So she's a 4-year-old. So, but she's skittish, and so anyway, we've had a little trouble too.
Yeah.
So the challenges of fall.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Wow.
Of course, I found out just before the show started, so it's like, all right, oh, that's kind of embarrassing.
But it wasn't God's plan.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, and she's doing all right now. So, luckily, her piglets are starting to discover the heat lamp. So when they go over to the heat lamp, they're away from their mom, which is good. So when she leaves and comes in and lays down, there's no chance of her laying on the piglets, and then they come to her. So, but it wasn't like that yesterday. It was a little chaotic. So anyway, that's our news with our piggies. But it was fun to, we went through the whole process. We got them recorded and got good pictures of them and stuff like that. So yeah, it was kind of fun, but it was a tough go around for breeding. So, and Debbie and John, I had a few rough. It's like, who's Debbie Sternberg?
I figured out I had to go in and do the settings so I could make comments on there too.
And Elijah sounds like he's stopping by to say hello.
Hello.
it's past his bedtime. He goes to bed at 7 o'clock too. And by the way,
that's when you should be.
John Pearson, he's on the show today, and we have Reb. I guess I kind of got you introduced a little bit. So let's find out from the west side and the east coast dilemmas you guys have been having with with this fall. What are some of the things that have been a little bit frustrating to try to get used to or to adapt your ways of doing things? John Pearson, how about you?
The roughest go for me has been I enjoy sunlight and the sunshine, and I go to work, it's dark, I come home, it's dark, it's almost dark, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After this coming weekend, it's not going to get any better. That's one of the bummers over here.
Yeah, when is daylight savings time?
I think it's this weekend, isn't it? This coming weekend.
Oh, yuck.
But actually,
they got to feed the pigs at 4
in the morning, but then it's dark at just after lunch.
Yuck.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
really...
We've been starting to get rain here, so it's getting a it's getting a little muddy out there. So I haven't had a chance to read that one over.
We got to delete that.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody was asking when to find out about our piggies. I think you just missed our conversation that both families had pigs already, and a second here, and kind of reviewed all that. So at the beginning of the show, we talked about pigs. So far, Debbie and John have got 8. I've got 5. So we got some for the spring, but I don't think it's enough. Definitely not enough for our customers. So
yeah, we have 7. We have 7 left. We have 7 left.
You have 7? Oh, I thought you had 8. So yeah, we don't have the head count any of us really wanted. So anyway, so fall's been kind of a challenge. I'm playing with my settings, guys. Sorry. Nope. that's not the setting I wanted. I'll work on
What is that? Lord.
Advertising. They're everywhere.
Anyway, I'll play with that one later. So anyway, Rev, how are you doing with the fall? What's it like over there in North Carolina?
That's not too bad. I haven't had to get used to anything. I wouldn't say it hadn't gotten too cold. I have got used to like a different lifestyle now that I've moved from working construction to working service, where I'm home every day. I'm here every morning to feed all the animals. Sweet. This morning I had time to feed all the animals and run to the mill before I went to work. So I'm kind of adjusting altogether with that. So with that comes everything else. I am here to try to do stuff around the house during the week, but I'm excited for fall to get busy on some projects. This weekend we're moving pigs across the property to put into our future garden, and we're going to let them root it up and let them fertilize it.
Nice.
So and I got some little jobs that I'm going to do around the farm this fall. So I'm excited for that, but I haven't got, I think I had to bust ice this morning for the first time. So it hasn't really hit us yet. I mean, it is chilly. I think it's like 40 degrees right now or something like that, but it's not nothing that you need to get used to just yet. It's pretty normal.
Yeah, I was watching the weather. It looks like they have kind of like a cold front kind of come around from Texas all the way around the edges of the United States and hitting your area.
I know. It's I heard that it might warm back up this weekend, but I haven't watched my guy lately, so I don't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're
it's not
50s.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of came out of our frozen period, but I think it's supposed to get cold again next week.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and wet.
And wet.
And
Yeah.
We had.
I'll tell you,
snow
Shane likes it. He's running around here like a crazy man right now. Oh, Shane.
on the way.
Oh, hey, before we get very deep, I was waiting for shout outs. Shout out to my beautiful wife. It's our anniversary today. And she'll be watching this show.
Anniversary to both.
Thank you. She'll be watching in the morning while she's getting ready for work. And she'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thanks, man. I didn't do very much. It's all her.
How long you guys been married?
21.
I don't know.
21.
Oh, yeah, 21.
Sure.
Debbie, let me have my jokes. Debbie, come on, don't ruin my jokes.
Sorry.
I gotta give him a little rev time.
Protecting you.
I don't know. She corrects right away.
I'm supposed to say I don't know, and then you're supposed to say what? You know. Anyway,
I was protecting you.
I appreciate you, Debbie.
That would be a joke, but when you get our age, sometimes that's a normal answer. Like, sheesh,
Or
how
when
long
he
has
goes
it
Yeah,
in
been?
you're
the
right.
house, he goes in the house, she's gonna kick him in the head.
So, take this conversation a little farther. Debbie, you got some new Cornish crosses, and you've been complaining. The last batch you guys got were real small, so what did you learn about the first batch that you lost quite a few of them?
I learned a hard lesson. I did.
And do
I-
share.
I know you're trying to hear it. So I treated these birds like I do my other 50 odd birds.
Yeah.
So
Even the Red Rangers.
first 3 weeks, I fed them the grower food. After that, I put them on regular food. And I thought I got a bad batch from the hatchery. So I called him up and I said, hey, this is what's going on. I took a picture of what I was feeding them. And I was not aware that these birds, you have to feed them the growing food throughout their whole life, the whole 8 weeks.
Meat bird food. Yeah. High protein.
Yeah. Well, so I learned a very hard lesson. It hurt. My first batch, I have 12 out of 24. Aw. And they're doing good. It's just going to take another couple weeks maybe for them to decide, because it stunts their growth and their feathers fall out. I mean, that was painful. But I did save the 12, and then I have another 24 in my house again.
Yeah, and they're
Which are
pretty
half
big.
the size of the birds that are out there.
Yeah, they're almost bigger than the birds out there.
Yeah, so she's got Cornish crosses in the house right now, a new batch, and they're growing normal, and they're about as big as the ones that are outside for several weeks now. So
because they were supposed to be processed last week.
Yep.
Yeah, last week. They're not ready.
And speaking of process,
yeah,
John's building another building. I'm building our processing shed.
I am totally out of this one, guys. I did not do this one.
Well,
so you know.
Can't you take 5 minutes without building a ginormous structure?
I need
just 5 minutes.
A place to pluck, and
it's a processing center.
You need a place to pluck? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I was just.
And
although
I was just making sure.
Shut up, Rob.
I'm just trying to keep up. I'm sorry, I'm from Carolina. I don't hear things properly.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're getting kicked off of YouTube on that one.
I know what I said. I said it properly. It's okay.
Yeah, you did. You did. Anyways, yeah.
How big is this building going to be?
11 by 13.
Stick built. You'll probably block it, won't you? You like to block things, don't you?
No, this one is not. It's just going to have the platform, and then it's metal, and it's basically to store the tractor in, the lawnmower. And
well, we got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now,
Especially with your winters.
my sheds up, or one of my carports. But we
Gotcha.
did get the RV is all packed away and winterized and all that on Saturday. So got all that done.
Yeah, we did ours too. So
Is that real time? Oh,
that's
it
real
is.
time. Maybe if we're lucky, we can watch her lay down on another one.
Hey, now.
Think
Hey!
I don't know if I call it luck.
Think positive.
Here's the other version of it. So you can see the heat lamp in the background. So the little ones
Yeah, they're crawling
luckily go
underneath
underneath that board and get under the heat lamp. And so it's been a little
They
bit.
are little, aren't they?
Yeah, they're tiny little guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait before I come over since she's so skittish. When they get a little older, I'll come over and see them.
Yeah, she's definitely skittish. Anytime
Look how tiny
we
that
don't even
guy
like to go check on them because sometimes I think we cause more problems if we
Mm.
Oh,
But-
she's definitely smaller. She's a smaller pig, anyways. But I thought her babies might be a little bigger. They're cuter than hell.
How many cameras do you got? Like, go back to that screen before this
we got 8.
with all the cameras. How many do you got? Lord of mercy.
Dang.
It's a Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, that's where the chickens are,
Wow.
but they're all in bed.
This is great. We should just do this all night.
Yeah.
There's the front
Wow.
yard.
Bob,
Nice.
you need to come over and show us how to record it because we got the 6 cameras too, but I don't know how to record it.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
stuff.
the software
Or
that comes with it, if I hit it right.
Was
See
that
the
a
buttons
dog?
buttons
Oh, I
at the
can
bottoms
record.
there allows you to take pictures and record and all kinds of stuff. That's the other pig. That's
That
the one I
Maggie?
wish was pregnant.
That's Maggie, right?
Yep. She's a good snoozer.
Apparently.
So, yeah, she's an expert nap pig. Let's see. I gotta change my settings here. Here we go.
There we go.
And we'll get the screen back.
So, Rob, did you know that it snowed yesterday?
I wasn't surprised, but I didn't witness any of it.
It didn't. It wasn't here, but when Mike was going to work on 97 and over that overpass,
Yeah.
it was snowing.
I think that's why Sherry changed her car to have some put her studs back on her car. I'm glad she did.
Yeah, so it's coming.
Storm Weather says they're adorable. Thank you for sharing. Yep, if I see anything really cute. So the mom just left the area, so you
Oh, I
can
look at
kind
our
of
camera.
see the background where she hides them. So all the piglets are hiding under that heat lamp in the background, which I like because when she comes back in, she's not likely to lay down on them because she's, like I said, hurt 3 of her piglets already. So it's been frustrating.
Yeah,
Wow.
When you got those pigs from Mr. Sparks, did he say how many litter or I don't know batches of pigs that Penny's had or no?
No, but she's 4 years old, so she's probably had 4 or 5
Maybe-
batches.
I think he said that she had 3, and so did Rosie.
Probably right.
But I'm not sure. But he guessed the amount of Rosie. He told me that the last 2 batches she had 9, and then he texted me right before she had him and said Rosie's going to have. Oh, I sent a picture, and he said she's going to have 11. Damn if she didn't. So yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's see if I get my normal stock really kicking up some piggies next spring. So, because this pig's been nothing but a not misery, but mystery to me, because I don't know anything about her. So I have to kind of go through all the cycles with her, and so a few things I've learned I do a little bit different, but not too much.
There's only so much you can do,
Yeah.
I-
They
Right.
have a mind of their own.
Yeah, so like
Now, Rob-
Sherry. Yeah, go ahead.
the pigs that you do have left, is that enough for you to cover your customers' orders?
Oh yeah, and I also
Oh, okay. Because I know you were worried about that, right?
I bought some more feeders, so I bought 3 feeders coming in this month. So from another farm in Redmond, where I got who are related to my my sows now, and here's a good. I wanted to show you.
That's a good shot there.
Mhm.
She's blocking the light, so it makes it a little look lighter in there. But you can see that she's.
It's a good silhouette, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least when she lays down, the piglets are under the heat lamp.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when she just plops down, she just plops down. But yeah.
She can't help it.
One baby's out.
Get ready,
Yeah,
Rob.
Oh, no, don't. I don't want to watch a tragedy.
Right?
I know. So I got a recommendation for any breeder nowadays. Do not put security cameras in with your pigs, because the watch pigs
Drive you
and
nuts.
piglets will drive you crazy, because they, even when things are normal, they always sit on them or leaning against them, and they're squealing. And that little one came back, by the way. And it'll drive you crazy. So Sherry and I last night, it's like, Rob, you can't watch them 24 hours. And so she's right about that. So it is what it is. And I have a lot of faith in the mama pigs, at least mine. And so this one's been a challenge. So we'll see how it works out. I guess when you stop learning new things and seeing new situations means that you're dead. So
I reckon.
The big question is, Rev, skateboard wagon to the river. Come on.
Yeah. What about it?
Which is better?
The wagon is much faster. The skateboard is much more dangerous. And I shouldn't be doing either. Well, I guess the wagon's okay. But the wagon is much quicker and funner. And it goes much farther. The skateboard is bound to hit a big hole.
And there goes Rev flying.
Yeah. But it's pretty fun. I can't wait for it to snow, and then I can use my hill for what it's designed for,
There you go.
But that was a good time.
Looked like
I miss the young energetic things we used to do in the past. Now everything breaks, so don't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah. I hear you.
I want to remind everybody, on Central Oregon Grown, we got, if you watch our videos, we processed ginger, and we had a lot extra sausage made. So we got tons of breakfast sausage and lots of bacon again, and pork chops with the bone in, because people have been asking for it. So anyway, so all of her pork chops were done with bone in. Anyway, so they're in the USDA freezers now, and they're on the site. So if you're interested, and not only that, we put everything on sale differently with the holidays. I know a lot of people this time of year are making stuffing and stuff like that. So this is a good time to buy some sausage. So check out Central Oregon Grown. And since we got a nice inventory of sausage, go for it. And because I had another pig done, I got more bacon. So enjoy the good prices. They're as good, if not better, than the grocery store right now. So
I think they're better than the grocery store. I went in there today and was checking out all the Central Oregon website. It's pretty impressive, and the prices are fantastic.
Yeah, our attitude is we're not trying to make a fortune. We're really just covering our costs to operate the farm. And so at those prices, it basically is compensating us for the feed and everything with our pigs. So someday we'll probably up everything. But right now it's like, enjoy it.
Went way up.
What's it? Oh, I know.
Yeah. That's what I see in the store. I pay attention when I'm in those stores every day, and the pork has gone sky high.
Yeah.
And you can't beat IPP bacon. I don't know about that West Coast IPP bacon, but here on the East Coast, it is awesome.
You're pushing it,
I-
Brad.
Well, I heard pigs with waddles taste bitter.
Is that what you heard? Yep. If that's bitter, then I'll take it. Is what I'll say to
Nothing little hot sauce can't fix.
that. That stuff is so good. That IPP bacon is good. And if you're talking about, selling it for the same price, more or less, than you get in the store, well, then you're talking about something there,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good price, but I got a lot of it, so it's like, so I'm keeping that $3.99.
Yeah, $3.99 a pound for bacon. Are you kidding me? You can't
Yeah.
you can't buy bacon. You can't buy crappy bacon. You can't buy shitty bacon for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best bacon in the world, probably.
For sure. I tried, by the way, have you noticed, pass this on to, I was watching a couple of YouTubes of different ways of cooking bacon. And I've been watching the process of using a deep pot and throw all, and you can cut all your bacon, a whole package of bacon, like by 1/3 or 1/2 or whatever, and throw it all in there. And you don't have to really oil it at all because of the natural oils that come out of the bacon. And it only takes like 15, no more than 15 minutes to cook all your bacon, and it all comes out pretty crisp. Anyway, and it's easy, and it makes no mess because it's not splattering because of the big pot. Anyway, you just cook them in there. You put the lid on it and cook it at high, and it creates its own oil. And pretty soon it's kind of a deep fried bacon, and actually it's pretty good.
You're gonna have to make a video about this.
Is it too confusing, Rev?
Yeah, and I don't want to go looking at somebody else's channel. I don't trust them.
And I by the way, I also cooked. I don't know if you guys have any of you guys tried your pork steaks yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. People, if just because it's called a steak, whatever, what it is an oversized pork chop. And if you cook it just like a pork chop, it was like candy. It was the greatest thing in the world. I'd rather eat pork.
Me and Debbie have to split one.
They're
so
pretty big. You got yours kind of a little thicker than me. Mine are 3/4 inch.
Well, the first time it was paper thin, so I went the next size, and now it's like a roast. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there and talk to them and show them what I want. But yeah, they're about this thick, and there's 2 in each pack.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Yeah,
and they're very fatty. You get a lot of fat with a pork steak, but that's just flavor, people, and it's just I never tasted anything so good.
It's delicious.
Guys, get a chance, buy a pork steak. I don't think I have that many left, but they are really, really, really good.
No, that was Mindy and I we there's been on our pigs that we've had, the best steak that I think I've had in the last 2 years was an IPP steak.
Totally different.
Bar none. I mean, not even close.
Yeah, we went through 3 breeds of pigs before we met Rob and those guys, and they had those. I won't go back. Definitely won't do a cootie coon again.
I know.
Yeah, that's a waste of time.
I have people always ask me.
We grew.
Have you heard about coons and if they're any good? And I keep saying, well, the last people I know that had coons said they're really fatty. So
really
that ends that conversation really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you're looking for like a some kind of animal that you're not raising for the meat. If you just want a companion and you can't handle a dog or something, get a coon again.
Yeah,
that's right.
They're like potbelly pigs.
If you want to make
potbelly,
that's the pig to have.
Yeah, if you want to make lard, that's a pig to have.
Yeah,
it was this thick just on his back. I mean, just
dang.
Yeah.
By the way, storm weather. We can make arrangements to ship some pork to you, and
that'll
since
meet
it's
her
kind of a new
halfway.
process to us, if we did it one-on-one type thing, it will allow us to experiment with the new packaging we bought and send a little bit of pork up there and see something. But if you eye me on Facebook or something like that, we can work out a way to get some IPP like pork chops up to you or something, and you can try them out, and plus you can give us your opinion on the show. We'd appreciate it. So
There's another option as well, is we're going to be in Portland on the 25th. That if she wants them, we can take it.
yeah. So yeah, we highly recommend, guys, give it a try. That's why all of us are, all of us except poor John Pearson doesn't have pigs right now, basically because of our fault.
Oh no! Because I decided to put them in the freezer. That's why.
I brought you some ham, so that's good.
Okay, I'm okay over here.
Yeah, if you got a pig in the freezer, that's the same thing as having a pig in the yard to me. I mean,
Lot
you just, you know, it's just, it's just that much closer to my mouth.
Yeah,
I think, I tell
That
you
counts.
I think we have 3 in there right now.
Yeah,
Right?
I miss
Two. We're down
having.
to 2, I think.
Down to 2. Well, we had 3. We're down to 2 in the freezer.
I was
And we're
amazed.
using 2 of these ones, our new
I
babies.
was amazed our pig Ginger weighed so much. She's a 1-year-old.
How much she weigh?
She weighed out at 334.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was not a real long pig. She was kind of short and stout, but she was really round.
Wow, the
Anyway,
one that the female we butchered was 331. That's kind of funny.
Our biggest
Oh,
one was what?
319.
I thought we had 324. Jake was 324.
Okay.
Yeah, our
329.
biggest one was
I could have swore
324.
that she would be just maybe pushing 300, but I didn't expect that at all.
I was
But
the same way.
She was a chunky little bugger.
Hey, I'll be right back, y'all. My wolf is howling at the moon. I'll be right back.
But
Yeah, there was a lady on next door was arguing with me for a whole day.
about what?
And I just stopped arguing because she didn't believe that my pigs weighed as much as they did at hanging weight. And even other people even went on there and told her, yeah, they can get that big.
Yeah.
And she wanted to know what kind of feed I fed it and if the guts were still in it. I'm going, hanging weight.
And then
Hanging weight.
then we found out when she processed hers was 2 months early.
At 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And ours was
early.
at 10 months.
Yeah, 4 months early.
Usually you want to wait till 8. So yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I even told her that. I even showed her the pictures of Jake and Hulk, and she still argued. I quit. I just went off the site, and I was on it. A friend was talking to me on it who's taken one of our pigs, and she's on there. She went the whole day just yakking. It's like, oh my God. I said, I couldn't help it. I told her, I said, I think you need to go get a life. You're talking to yourself. But yeah, she just went off because she didn't believe me that what our pigs weighed.
It's like it took me all year to get all of our pigs sold from last year, and this year I'm just begging for new babies this year, and luckily I still have enough to supply my important customers like John.
Well, you know, Rob, here's the deal too. You got some commitments you got to take care of. So
actually, you're number one on the list. So
Well,
anybody else can wait till spring.
That's right.
That's just because you're a nice guy. So
Yeah.
No, that's because of that apple cider.
I don't want you.
Yeah.
That's right. In fact, I might even give him a little bit of a discount if he brought some bottles over.
Sorry, John. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's okay. By the way, just just FYI on the apple cider front, I have a batch right now of a cherry cider going. I have an apricot going, and a buddy of mine came over, Ryan Robbins, excuse me, he came over last weekend, and we are putting together a peach jalapeno cider. Buddy,
Wow.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah. We're having a lot of fun. The only thing I'm not enjoying right now is, even though everybody else is done with their fruit and vegetables and all that kind of stuff, I still have all these goddamn fruit flies here in my house. So I sit here and go, I'm
Oh, this is so irritating.
We just now got rid of flies.
well, we never had flies, but these little fruit flies, they just drive you absolutely bananas. But it's I've got right now, and I also have it's going to be an oak. It's going to be like a what I want to call almost like what a Snake River rye. It's going to be a oak aged rye infused rye whiskey infused cider.
Oh,
Wow.
sounds good.
So if you ever make any prune cider, just remember to save some for John and Debbie.
Well,
Oh, ouch.
that is
I'll
a
pass.
month cider.
Why?
It is getting cold.
Old people.
What?
I'm not old until Sunday. Then I'll officially be old.
That's right. You're I thought you were a December baby.
Mm-mm.
No. You're
Next,
November
next
baby.
Sunday. Next
3
Sunday.
days.
Then I'll officially be old.
Yep.
Officially old.
63.
That's officially old.
To me, it is.
In this group, yep.
I wasn't sure what was officially old, so I.
She always
Damn, I was hoping it was a little sooner.
I'm already there.
The following month, I catch right up with you.
That's right.
And then Sherry, 1 month after that, she catches up with us. So,
And
can't
then I
stop
go over
time.
the top.
Yeah, you're over the top.
I can't
One of
believe
these days,
know,
when,
as soon as
when
we-
John
as soon as-
starts coming up to the podcast using a walker, we know we've been doing this for a long time.
Don will be running circles around all of us for years.
As long as it's
Well, the
making
thing
bird,
is, he turns 65 when we all catch up with him.
he stays young
64.
by building chicken coops.
65.
Yeah. Well, then he's going to live forever then.
Well, actually, I've been very
God bless you,
surprised.
John. I hope you do, buddy.
A lot of our customers out there, I want to commend you guys. You've been surprising me, but all of our meat birds have been selling really well on the site. So I think we're going to have to do that again this year. I wasn't
Nice.
sure. I'm not sure.
Does that
anybody
mean
wants
I
to
need
buy
to order some more birds?
Oh, God. Here we go.
Is that what I just heard?
That's exactly what I heard. Get them coming. Get them.
I heard
spring,
it.
spring. I
I
still
heard
got
it.
about 8 more left, so I'm good.
Well, I think I have 4.
4.
No,
Is that the Rangers?
8. No, these are the Cornish Cross.
Hmm. So yeah,
8 left to sell out of this batch.
I haven't been
Wow.
offering selling anything right now because I got to see if it survives. I'm gonna call these penny survivor pigs when they get older. Here, this is Penny in her finest. Let's hope there's not a pig under there.
I need my chickens too, but not the ones that are going to the freezer.
Those
don't
are
need-
munchkin Cornish crosses you're growing. You make those for a school district, right?
Yeah.
Or So anyway, what are I really haven't had a chance with either people at the bottom. What's the biggest news for you guys lately? I know you've been working a lot, John Pearson. How about you, Rev? You got a new job, so and his ears
Well,
blinking blue.
it's the it's the same job, except for I just switched departments.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is quite a switch. So yeah, that has been a big thing that I've been doing here lately. The other day we got our indoor hydro garden going again. We're gonna plant a couple heads of lettuce every 2 weeks, and so we're constantly harvesting throughout the winter. So that'll be nice. That's something we've been working on. We're still trying to get the little dogs acquainted to the inside of the house, our little mousers, which is cool. Beyond that, normal stuff. You know what I mean? Still mowing grass over here in Carolina. I hope I mowed it for the last time the other day.
So do you guys know what this fluffy stuff is on the ground for our pigs?
Yeah, it's hay.
It's hay.
Yep.
Snow.
So,
Bite your tongue.
people use straw, but since Idaho pasture pigs like to eat grass, I think most of us use hay, guys. So,
And mine have started eating hay already.
Finally,
the little ones, they're
really?
munching.
They're munching, yeah.
oh wow,
Wow.
You guys know that, you probably know this, Rev and Rob, but did you know pigs are born with teeth?
With teeth?
Teeth.
teeth.
Oh.
I believe it because actually one of Penny's nipples was bleeding yesterday, the first night. So
Yeah, I didn't know that, but that one that I tried to rescue had teeth. The bottom teeth.
Yeah, I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that. That's cool.
So that's the lesson for today.
not if you're the sow. Cool at all.
Oh, when
I
they
would've
get
gone-
enough of it, they just roll over so they can't get to them. So they got it under control.
I think now you know why they roll about 15 minutes later and saying that's enough. Ow.
Well, if you watch them, they're pretty damn rough.
Yeah, the more
I
more
read they
piglets
do
are in
that
it.
to bring the milk out. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true. Don't take my word for it.
I know it's like the 5 piglets I got left. They've got a buffet now. Gosh, you got a
Wow,
got
your
all
son's
kinds of
on there now.
Hey!
Hi, Christopher.
What's up, Trick?
We have Lucy and we have Christopher.
Nice.
It's a
Seems like
party.
the whole audience is your family.
It's a party, Shane.
Make them any way we can. I mean, it doesn't cost me that much to bring them on.
That's right. Of course, when we get Christopher on here, I'll have to talk about his 3-2-1 recipe for cooking ribs. He killed it the other day cooking ribs the other for your birthday, and
that was good.
Your grandson says hi, Papa.
Oh, it's my grandson, Callan. Nice. Real nice.
Wow.
Yeah, Grandpa's a rock star.
Yeah. There's
He's pushing jalapeno cider on us.
Speaking of that,
so I wonder if that. So, when you make jalapeno, have you made any kind of jalapeno cider before?
No, I haven't. I've drank it. I've drank different, pepper habanero infused ciders and stuff, but
yeah,
I've never made one. But I tell you what we did was, if any of you have ever made cowboy candy, you make a marinade type stuff. It's almost like a syrup. It's vinegar, sugar, cayenne, different things, and then it all kind of boils together with the jalapenos, and you always have juice left over. And so, and it's a real high sugar content marinade that you can use in rice and stir fries and all kinds of stuff. Well, my buddy and I, we put some peach puree for a secondary ferment, and then I put a cup of that cowboy candy sugar water type stuff in there, and man, that stuff fired off. I'm really excited. I'm curious to see how it turns out. I think it'll be really good.
All of us need to go to John Pearson's house more often so he can share.
It does sound like that. I was thinking that.
I'll be your guinea pigs.
Get on. Like I said,
you notice he's not sharing any of this. He just tells us about it. It's like that's
I remember last time you went over there, though, Rob. He was a little standoffish, wasn't he, when you pulled up? If I remember right, you might want to call before you show up.
He was. I thought he was going to shoot me because I pulled in his driveway, and it's like, who in the hell's that? He must be turned around.
He wants my jalapeno cider.
That's right. It was like, and there was just two of them sitting in the front yard with banjos, and I'm going, oh, I've seen this before. Where have I seen this before? But I come out of the car, ding, 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 ding. What do you want? Says it's your birthday, John. Ding, 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 ding. And then his son pulls out a bow. It was like really scary.
Yeah, you might want to call ahead this time.
Again. Stay away from Eugene. What would have really been scary if he had a river in the backyard.
And Christopher and I were both wearing life jackets.
That's right.
No, Rob.
That's when I was questioning myself. Is this a bad neighborhood?
Right on that.
Yeah.
I'm hurting. I'm not hurting on time. I still got a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Are you watching the time?
7 minutes.
Yeah. In fact,
Debbie.
Good thing we have Reb around here. The graphics.
What I do now?
It's like
oh yeah.
Of course, I forgot.
I'm just trying to help. I got John's back.
Do we have any other shout outs other than Rev's anniversary?
We ain't been anywhere.
We haven't all week. We haven't even left.
Yeah, you never left the campsite for RV in, so yeah, you haven't gone anywhere.
Well, we didn't have a problem dumping our tanks.
Neither do I. As soon as I got home, that's the first thing we did.
Shout out to the rangers that make sure the tanks aren't full.
So, by the way,
what are you talking about?
So when we came back, the last trip to the RV park before they ditched us, is the park guy host guys come over and go, "Are you with the party of 4 RVers?" I go, "Yeah, we were." And say, "They all left. Are they leaving for good?" I'm going, "Yeah, they ditched us, and we're leaving too."
Yeah, it was their last weekend anyway.
Well, if you didn't go home and take a shower and then go down and Sad Bears and eat and have breakfast with us, you would have known we were all going to leave. It was too cold.
And it's like, and she says, we tried to contact them, and the first question I asked is, as soon as they decided to use the dial and actually call me, no problem. We got it. It's like, so we're a little bit old fashioned, but the best way to get a hold of Rob, call.
I text, I called, no answer.
You text.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, like sands through the hourglass. This is like a nice little campground soap opera that we got going on. It's so fantastic. Aren't you glad that you missed this, John?
So do you read your text when you have to drive?
Yeah, I'm waiting for episode 2.
Yes, I do.
I don't. I gotta drive. So I got that out of my system.
Yeah. Move on.
Don't go camping with John and Debbie. They'll ditch you.
Oh man.
In fact, the only time that we saw their mom and dad is when we were leaving. We were the last ones packing up. So we got a wave out of one of them, The other one was lost somewhere doing something else. So that's the only time we even actually saw their mom and dad. So
That's because you were in your trailer the whole time.
no, because we're out in the driveway looking for where's the people. And it said, oh, they're old people. They went to bed already. You got to remember she's turning 63.
Ooh.
Come here. Come.
Don't know what you're talking about.
In fact, we went to their house when we were gone once. And after we cleaned their freezers out, it's like, it was a worthwhile trip.
You could have cleaned Arkin spin while you were here.
Yeah, you could have done
I
it.
would have if you guys were a little more sociable.
Well, next time, don't do your summer vacation in November.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good point, probably right there.
My family does this every dang year. And we always end up going home early because it either snows on us or it's too cold or it's raining like hell. Every year they do that. Got to get that last camping trip in, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The last one needs
Wow.
to be at the 1st of October, not the last of October.
That's right. And you guys, you want to keep it down on this podcast. You might wake up Maggie.
Yeah, don't look like it.
She hasn't moved much. She's having a good dream and a mouse.
And a mouse.
And those mice sleep on her ears.
Yeah, the pigs don't care. I seen one of my pigs a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. But if you go to John and Debbie's, the mice there wave to you. Hi, how are you? It's kind of like watching.
They don't
snow
even
right
run
in
from
snow.
you. I
Yeah,
have like
they
200 of them.
wave,
in.
you know, doing this little business, you know, hi. You know, hundreds of them are going, hello, welcome to the property.
Yeah, they're
We
not
own
afraid
this
at all. They'll
place.
walk right up to get on my boot. They don't care.
Well, they must know, Rob, from looking at you. They're like, this guy keeps mice in his truck. He must be fine. So they're
Right.
extra friendly when you come over.
Yep.
Thank you,
That's
Rev.
exactly.
I
This guy
even
might-
started feeding the chicken feeder, and they're still there.
Wow.
Storm is laughing at us.
Yep, should be.
It's not surprising.
Okay, start saying bye.
I've been,
2 minutes.
I know we got to wrap it up here. I've been following Rob for a while. You poor thing. But always thought that the lives were in the local area, not only but tonight I thought, why not? And plus, you guys are not from the local area. John Pearson, you're in Eugene, and Rev is over there in North Carolina chasing pigs.
Right.
And we're just
skateboards.
a mile from Rob.
You wouldn't know it because they never come over.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh my God! You can't camp with them. You can't live near them. I mean, what the crap?
He's going to force,
Yep. There you go.
force me to be mean to him.
So with that mean note, it's time to wrap up the show. So
Yeah,
guys,
chicken shed. A minute left.
thank God we winterized our RVs, so we don't have to go camping anymore. And
I
hi,
know
Papa.
he just killed you.
My dogs haven't even been in here. That's amazing.
I had to put him back here because he kept barking at the whole world.
German
Doing
Shepherds
his
are
job.
amazing dogs.
He's doing his job.
It's a good-looking dog, Rev.
Yeah.
Yep, they're good farm
Yeah,
dogs.
I hope so. He eats everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All
right.
our animals are never starving because there's always something out in the yard to eat. Dead birds, chicken droppings, pig droppings. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for hosting tonight. And next week, I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about, but most likely John and Debbie will. They're always good to talk about. Anyway,
John will have
guys,
4 more buildings built by then.
that's right.
Probably.
Yeah, and he's
Probably.
building. As soon as he gets done with the building he's making for his processing center, we have to give him a new project.
Got to stay young.
Yeah.
Gotta
Hey, it's the
have
only
a
way.
brewer.
So, guys, thank you very much for watching our podcast. Leave comments in underneath the video if you would, and make sure you subscribe. We appreciate it, and we also hit that like button. That helps us out. So, guys, have a nice evening, and thank everybody for being on the show. Bye, guys.
Bye.
We can't. Well,
Graphic.
actually, it sounded
There
really
you go.
good, but I don't have my graphic. You didn't call out my graphics.
This guy's unprofessional.
Okay, try it again, Reb.
Graphic.
Ring